Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Vinyl Brew Lounge podcast. My name is Bobby Hunter, and thank you for tuning in tonight. And tonight, we are going 1,500 miles south to Ormond Beach, Florida, to a very good friend of mine named Paul T. Paul, how are you tonight?
Yeah, Paul T, one of my main aliases.
Your main aliases, many aliases, actually, Paul has.
I've been
And
called I've been called many things over the years, but we'll go with Paul T right now.
we're going to go with Paul T. And Paul T and I have known each other for a couple of years, right, Paul?
Well, let's do some math. 2026 minus 1986, 40 only 40 years.
Oh, my God.
We
That's
used to
just crazy.
we used to have mullets,
We did. We
not
had
anymore.
not anymore. You actually had a very good mullet, I remember, back
It
in
was a nice
college.
mullet, yeah.
I know, it was. And I see and so Paul and I have known each other for 40 years, which to me makes my head explode. But
Yep.
more importantly, as you can see some of the paraphernalia Paul's got there. Paul, take us down, not MTV yet,
All
but
right, not yet.
what I really wanna know about you, because we've never had this discussion before. What is your first, because you're a big music fan. You're like
Yeah.
a music maniac. You're like me. What is your first music memory?
Yeah, so the, the answer is yes. Music been a biggest part of my life.
Right.
So, trying to think back to the earliest memories. Let's just put it this way, right? We've known each other for a long time. We're just about the same age.
Yep.
We were born in the late 60s, right? Which
Correct.
meant our childhood was the 70s.
Yes.
High school and college were the 80s.
Yep.
And then in 1990, we went into the real world
Right.
and got our asses kicked by the real world. Right?
That is very
Uh,
true. Yes.
and then between 2000 and 2026,
Mm.
we got old. Look at our
There you
hair,
go.
or what I got.
Well,
Yeah.
I fortunately, I still have mine, but it's gotten a little whiter over the years,
Well, I go to the barber and I say, cut the gray out, and then I'm left with this. So
Well, yeah, you gotta be careful because you're down in the sun all day, so you gotta
right,
watch
right.
yourself down there. So your first music memories, you're born in the late
Yeah.
'60s, you grew up in the '70s, so, for me, it was like listening to, like, WABC radio in my parents' station wagon, Harry Harrison, and, like, a Fleetwood Mac song or a Linda Ronstadt song would come on and that's what I remember from, like, 7, 8 years old,
All right.
that type of thing.
So you nailed it, right?
Yeah.
I got props.
Okay.
You know what this is?
Is that a Magic 8 Ball?
No, that is the Panasonic Panapet.
Oh,
It was called the ball and chain radio,
no
and
kidding.
it only had AM stations. So you nailed it.
Wow.
It was AM radio.
That's it.
Anything that was on 77 WABC,
Yep.
that was it. I don't know. Could have been Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Correct.
Whatever they were playing, that was the music.
That was
Right?
it.
I had
So
it.
that's an AM radio thing?
This is an AM radio. Still works.
No
It's got a
kidding.
9-volt battery in it.
That's
And right
awesome.
now, I just get static
Right.
because I'm
Oh,
not near New York right now.
there you go, exactly.
But
So
this still works. Uh,
wow. I
not the
is that
original, not the
not the
original I
original.
had, but I got one on eBay a few years back.
That's awesome, man.
So
So
that
so AM radio,
AM radio, hands down. We
hands
hadn't
down.
discovered FM radio yet.
Right.
Like I had an older sister, 5 years older. I think she kind of introduced me to FM radio, and I do remember
Okay.
this. I was young.
Right.
I go, what does FM? I go, does AM mean amateur music and FM mean fancy music? Like, what a kid we say. So that I
Yeah,
remember.
exactly, exactly.
She could have been 10, I could have been 5, or
Right, right.
I could have been 10, she could have been 15. But I asked
And
that question: AM, FM.
and
Yeah,
like you said, AM was the only thing we had, so it was either like you listened to a Yankee game or ABC, 77 WABC,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Or
So
or
it
CBS FM,
definitely,
CBS AM. Wow,
yeah.
that's cool. So that's early '70s. So
Yeah,
now you're growing up
that's
in the
New York
'70s.
for our nationwide and worldwide audience. We grew up in Jersey, New Jersey, so
Yes.
we were listening to New York radio stations.
Correct. That was it. That was it. So
But that was
now it's the early 70s. You're going
yeah,
through school, going through the motions. You're interested in music, records, nothing else
yeah,
to buy.
yeah.
It's the
I
first
think
record you ever bought.
so. I think so. I can recollect back to a picture that I have of a Christmas. And I believe the first albums I ever had were all right. This is gonna be bad,
It's
but
okay.
I had Village People albums. All right, you didn't know
Nothing
that
wrong with the
yourself.
Bill. Listen, YMCA, Macho Man, and In the Navy, classic tunes, brother.
This is like dark. This is like a dark confession for me. Yeah. So
Wait. Let me
when you're
preface this.
when you're
Go ahead.
listening to AM radio, it's disco. So I like so fifth and sixth grade, I like disco. I had Village People albums. One
That's
was the
great,
one with
man.
one was called Cruisin'. I think they had YMCA on it.
Uh-huh.
They had a live album called Live and Sleazy. I
Did
had it.
they?
Yeah, it opened
Wow.
up. It was like, we had album
Really?
covers. It was double album.
That's awesome, man.
But then, like, when I got to the 8th grade, I
Yeah.
had an epiphany. So
Okay.
1982, my first concert.
82?
82 was my first
Dude,
concert. I was in
what
the
was it?
8th grade,
Okay.
and my cousin was on the radio station at Seton Hall University in
Okay.
South Orange, New Jersey.
Right.
We'll call him John.
Okay.
We're gonna protect. Names have been changed to protect the guilty. So
I've
cousin
heard you say that
John
several times.
was going to Seton Hall at the time.
Right.
He was on the radio, and
Okay.
it was actually my confirmation party, 8th grade confirmation. I was having a party,
Okay.
and he goes, "I'd like to take you to a concert tonight." So I saw the Allman Brothers
Oh,
at Seton Hall University, Walsh Gymnasium, 1982. I got in for free because we went into the radio station. He showed me the radio station. That's where I fell in love with radio, which will, as we fast forward, this is
correct.
all the building blocks.
Yep.
So that first concert of the Allman Brothers, I didn't know who they were.
Right.
And
Wow.
just, it changed my life forever. Like the disco dates were
Yeah.
over. That night it ended, and rock and roll, and the rock and roll, as you know me,
Correct. Yeah.
started that night. Yeah.
Wow. You actually, I never knew that. You might have told me that years ago in a drunken party, but the Allman Brothers 1982 at Seton Hall University?
Yeah.
Paul,
So
that's nuts.
in the gym. I mean, the
In
basketball nets were still
the
up. So
Wow.
yeah, and that I just sat there and I just saw like live music for the first time, like concert. And
I can't even picture Dwayne Allman playing in a gymnasium. Like that and you were what, 14 at the time? 15?
whatever 8th grade
Maybe?
is,
Yeah.
I had to get the calculator.
So
Uh,
so
we'd
so
have to
that ex
we'd have to run the math. I
right.
know Greg Allman was there. I don't know about Dwayne. I'm not
Okay.
sure the year he died. So we have to do some fact checking.
So
But
so the Goodbye Village People,
yeah,
Hello
gone.
Hello Allman Brothers,
Yeah,
and that takes you into your rock and roll, because 'cause I've known you forever, and you've always been like a rock and roll guy,
yeah.
you know?
It's the second concert
Yeah.
was Billy Joel. So that Billy Joel in our lifetime, Billy Joel was
I know.
prevalent. He was
Oh,
everywhere.
he was everywhere.
So yeah,
So
so
that was that the Turnstiles or Piano Man tour? No, it couldn't have been Piano Man, that was late '70s, right?
no, that's so the second. So the first concert was 8th grade. The second concert was probably, I think that was freshman year in high school.
And it was Billy Joel for you?
Yeah, yeah. So if you say, I count Billy Joel as one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah,
I don't listen to
yeah,
him every day now, but
right.
that was a cornerstone.
Not to digress for a second, but I saw
Yeah,
Billy Joel with my wife, Faye. We saw him about 7 years ago at the Garden in Manhattan, and it's insane how prolific this guy was. Here's somebody who hadn't come out with a new song in 30 years or whatever it
right.
was, sells out 100 nights in a row at
Yeah,
the Garden. It's
he's
crazy.
legit. Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so
That's awesome, man.
I think I went off the rails.
It's okay.
Oh, we were talking about albums, then we got into the old Village People, then I had to quickly rebound and get into the Allman Brothers story, but
Yeah.
after that, like, albums, right, this is the Vinyl Brew Lounge, right? We're talking album
Thank you for the plug on the mug.
subliminal message, subliminal message.
There you go, folks.
Um, I the fir after that, some of the first albums I had was I had Gold and Platinum by Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Oh, nice.
That was a
Yeah. Okay.
double album. Queen, The Game, I think, was another one of my early albums.
It's great, man.
Hall& and Oates, Voices.
Excellent album. Thank you for admitting you're a
So
Hall& and Oates fan. That's good stuff.
yeah, so that of the era, right, I was involved in all. So
Yeah.
if we're talking albums, those are the first few albums.
Okay.
I also had a comedy album by Steve Martin,
With the rabbit ears?
Wild and Crazy Guy,
Wild and Crazy Guy. I had the same one.
and
Fantastic.
that had the song King Tut on it.
Exactly.
Dude, I was so into the King Tut.
Uh-huh.
Not just a song. At that time, that's when King Tut was over at one of the giant New York museums. I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I went to go see the King Tut exhibit. So
yeah,
Steve Martin came out with the King Tut song.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My aunt Helen. Let's call her Helen. Names have
Okay.
been changed, but
All right.
my aunt Helen took me to
Did you see that?
see King Tut. I was totally into King Tut, and then Steve Martin.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome, man.
there's a really dirty joke on that album.
Is
And
there?
I think if my parents heard it, they would have thrown the album out. So I'm just gonna let people go find it themselves.
They could Google that one,
Yeah,
YouTube it. Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
real. It's about a cat, and I'll just say that.
I
And it's
think I
the
know what it
funniest
is.
joke ever. And I don't think maybe in the 8th grade I didn't even get it, but I
You
kind of
probably
got it. And then
you probably didn't. Yeah, yeah, you
I
probably
got
didn't.
it. Oh, guess what? I
So
got it.
you got some albums. You saw Billy Joel. You saw the Allman Brothers playing. You're buying a Queen album. You're getting into high school now. So did you? And I know you were into being a DJ, right? Was that didn't happen until college, or when did that happen?
So that same night at the Allman Brothers concert,
Yeah,
when my cousin took me to the Seton Hall radio station,
right.
I think WSHU Pirate
Yeah,
Radio, I think,
yeah.
right?
That's it. Pirate Radio. Yeah, yeah. Seton Hall Pirates.
So
Yeah.
that's when my eyes opened to wanting to get into radio. And
Right.
then my cousin also did DJing parties, weddings, and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So cousin John, was a
Yeah.
direct impact on my life because that's eventually where I wound up going. You know,
Right. That's
uh,
good.
DJ business, college radio, the
I
whole
remember
works.
that, man.
But
Yeah.
it's that one night, the Allman Brothers that one night
So
changed my trajectory.
now here you are. We've known each other 40 years, so that was way back when, in the early 80s. But have you reflected on that over the years, that one night of seeing the Allman Brothers at Seton Hall University in a gymnasium kind of put you? Were you aware of that, like, at the time, or like 10 years later?
Not at the time, but
Yeah.
it's definitely, you looking back, that was the time. That was
Correct.
the definitive night that,
Yeah.
or I'd be wearing, biker chaps with a big mustache,
Right.
going to Village People reunions. You know what I mean? So
Dressed as the cowboy or the Indian?
yeah, yeah. So,
That's
so
cool, dude.
yeah, that's like that. We kind of fast forwarded through the 70s a
Yeah.
little bit and got back and forth, but I think so. You and I have the same experience, right? It's the 70s radio
Correct.
that right, and then we
That's
roll
where it all started.
right, and then we start. So you and I are very fortunate, and anyone our age,
Tell me why.
we got to see the birth of, like, and I'm wearing a shirt,
I
MTV.
know. I know. I know. It's
So
fantastic. I used to tell people I was Alan Hunter's cousin
you look like them.
because my last name is Hunter. So I used to
Oh,
tell people I'm Alan Hunter's cousin. You know,
that was one of your pickup lines, I'm
It
sure.
wa- didn't work very well, but yeah. Yeah. So we were so tell me about MTV. And one of the things I wanted to ask you was, did MTV make change music for the better or for the worse?
Oh, for the better.
Mhm.
It just it brought
Absolutely.
out so you could hear it on the radio,
Right. Yep.
but now you could see it,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
And it just
What was the first video you saw?
well, this will start it this will kind of evolve as we're talking here today.
Yeah.
This is where I first saw, and you'll hear this name many times, George Thorogood,
And the Delaware Destroyers?
Delaware Destroyers. All right, so
Yes.
we'll just tell everyone now.
Go
Thorogood,
ahead.
you didn't ask me who's your favorite band of all time. It's George Thorogood and Delaware Destroyers, and
Yeah.
that starts at MTV with the "Bad to the Bone" video.
Right.
Could be one of the most perfect videos ever, whether
Right.
you're a fan or not.
Yep.
And MTV didn't have a lot of videos, so it was in heavy rotation.
Yep. I
So
remember it.
that "Bad to the Bone" video introduced me to Thorogood. He's walking around the streets, he's playing pool with Willie
Right.
Moscone.
Right. Willie Moscone was in it. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and,
That's great. I'll have to pull that up on YouTube. I haven't seen that in years.
yeah,
That's good.
slice that into the video today,
I will. I'll give it a shot.
and it's, so
And
that's
plus,
where that's the
real quick, when you hear the intro on that, the ba-da-da-da-da, when you hear that is one thing, but when you hear it and see it in a video, to me, it just 10 times is the experience because
right,
of the video, because of MTV, the visual versus just the actual audio,
yeah,
just the song itself.
and that video just told a story. Like,
Right.
he was playing pool, and he shoots the last shot, then he flicks his cigar, the ashes hit the ground, and then the ball falls in.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
The
great. I
kids are
remember that.
cheering people are cheering in the streets.
Mhm.
So that started so that's another watershed moment of when I
Yeah,
was introduced to Thorogood, because then after that, it's just become
yeah.
not an obsession, but a major fandom for Thorogood,
And I
which
know
is
you've seen him several times,
I lost count after 30.
right?
Yeah. So
Did you ever meet him, Paul?
yeah, so,
Oh, yeah.
uh, he was doing a show at the Showboat Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Okay.
And I had a friend, who actually worked there, a friend from college. We'll call him Bill.
Okay.
He was Bill was a director of entertainment,
Okay.
and I emailed him. I said, "Listen, I already have my tickets. I already have my room. So all I need to do is just introduce me to Thorogood."
Right.
And he did.
It's awesome,
So,
man. It's
you know,
awesome, man.
and and Thorogood also was there was a core of my friends in high school that we all kind of banded together around Thorogood, because
Yeah.
the popular music at that everyone liked Bruce,
Yeah.
okay, right?
Yep.
Everyone liked Bruce, and nothing against Bruce,
Right.
but I wanna be a little different, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I pushed all my chips in on Thorogood, you know what I mean? I wore
The old
Thorogood shirts to all the high school dances.
the
We brought
oh,
Thorogood albums to the because the DJ didn't have any Thorogood albums. We brought
of course not.
albums in with us for him to play. So
Look at you,
I always snuck on one Thorogood song at a school dance.
you're like the anti-Bruce Jersey guy. That's good, man.
And it wasn't really anti, it was just, "All
Mhm.
right, we need something different."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A little
And
something different than Born to Run. I got you.
yeah,
Yeah,
so me and about 1, 2, 4 or 5 of my high school buddies all went to this show, and
yeah.
then we all got backstage pictures, met him.
It's great.
I was out of my head talking to the guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was just but he was cool, and then he mentioned us during the show. Uh,
Wow.
he said something, "I met some guys backstage, and if I didn't play this song, they were gonna kick my butt." And I'm like, "Yeah," 'cause we asked him to play a song, Cocaine Blues, that he hadn't played in a while,
Oh,
and he
wow.
played it. So I'm like, I felt that I almost fainted. I'm like, "Oh,
That's awesome, man.
he
That's
mentioned
awesome.
us." Yeah, so
So Thorogood fan, MTV's coming out,
yeah.
not anti-Bruce, but kinda anti-Bruce, and if I remember correctly, you were
Uh,
so obsessed with MTV that somehow you ended up on MTV.
Oh, yeah, somehow.
Somehow, some way, how the hell did you end up on MTV?
All right, we'll get into 1987, right?
Okay,
That's our second year of college.
right.
Um, anyone remember the show Remote Control?
I do very well.
Yeah, Kenny
Well,
wasn't
for
like the other kids.
Ken Ober, that is. Yeah.
Yeah, Ken Ober. Ken Ober,
Uh-huh.
Colin Quinn, Kari Wooer,
Yeah,
Steve
that's right.
Treecase on keyboards. I
On the
know all the
keyboards. So it was a
uh,
game show on MTV
yeah,
for
tell the
college kids.
audience what this was.
So Remote Control was a game show on MTV for, like, for lack of a better phrase, idiot college students. They would scour the country for college students, have them on this game show, fly them into New York. Paul, in your case, drove into New York, right? And put them on a stage and throw trivia questions at them, and everyone acts like an idiot.
Yeah,
That's pretty much the premise.
it was a pop culture quiz show,
Yep.
and the audience was raucous. The host was raucous. Co-host Colin Quinn.
Yep.
Adam Sandler got his start there as a character.
No
Dennis
kidding.
Dennis O'Leary, or is it Leary?
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary got his start as a character on that show. Colin Quinn basically got
Yeah.
his start there.
Wow.
And I was a contestant. So the cool
Yeah.
thing was we lived close to New York, where we went to college.
Yeah.
There's a T-shirt in the background. If anyone
Right.
wonder where we went to school, I'll let you figure that out.
There you go.
Uh, and they did a contestant search,
Right.
and I got picked. And the cool thing is, I didn't have to go to New York because they said, "Oh, we're filming in Florida because it's the winter." So they
Oh, I
flew me
never
to
knew
Florida.
that.
I flew down to Florida, stayed
Okay.
over one night in a hotel. They put me up in a hotel,
Right.
filmed my episode, and then they shipped me out like the same day.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I remember you on I didn't know you did it in Florida. I just thought you went to the city. I had no
yeah,
idea.
yeah. Well, they
Oh.
said because they were, I guess, because it was winter, they were doing some filming down
Yeah.
in Florida, and I don't even know. I don't even remember where, but it was fun. And there was
That's awesome, man.
yeah, there was a couple people I hung out with who were also flown in from the New York area. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, and
I've
that
seen your episode. You still have it. You sent me a link recently of the episode, right? I think you did. I have
it's
it.
on. It's out there in the
It
interweb of things. Uh, of the three, so there was three contestants. The middle contestant was a female from Wisconsin. We'll call her Andrea.
okay, names have changed to protect the innocent?
Yeah, and the guilty.
Uh-huh. And
And
sorry, and the guilty?
and she posted on she has a YouTube page, and she posted it, and someone found it for me. I didn't even know it was
That's
on.
so funny,
Someone
dude.
found it, and it's like, oh, because I have it on a VHS cassette,
Yeah,
but
of
I
course, of
think
course.
I'm sure the tape is disintegrated by now.
Right. And you were what,
But
19?
87, sophomore year of college, yeah, whatever that
20?
is,
Whatever? Something
yeah,
like that. That's
full
awesome.
full mullet, and that's where I had a special guest that day, and he's joined us today.
Oh, no kidding.
Hugo! Say hi, Hugo.
Dude, you still so I can remember this thing, Hugo. I don't even know where you got that thing from. I think I know who you got it from. But I can remember this thing watching you on remote control, and this doll is sitting there next to you, right? Or on the
Yeah,
panel.
yeah.
Right? You still have this thing.
This is
Dude, that
Hugo. He's the man of 1,000 disguises. Let's harken back to the Sears catalog of the 1970s. This was in like they had Sears catalog had a puppet section, a couple pages of puppets, and Hugo was in there. And like, oh,
really?
yeah, I always wanted Hugo. So we have a mutual friend from college. We'll call him Pat.
Oh, yeah, I know Pat.
Brought
Yes.
a Hugo doll to college, and
Hello, Pat. Yeah.
yeah, we would drink
Yeah.
beer out of his head and his body,
I
And
c
so
dude,
I
I
always,
can't believe you still got that freaking thing.
I always asked for this for Christmas in the 70s. I never got it, and then my sister, we'll call her Amy,
Right, yep.
found that on eBay and gave it to me for a present once, and I'm like, "Hugo."
That's awesome, man.
So there'll be everyone watching this episode, they're gonna be, like, Googling, like, Hugo,
Ex
the Panapet. I'm really
Oh.
we're doing people a service here. It's more we're
You
talking music, but it's all pop culture, and this is
Pop
part of it.
culture and nostalgia and a trip down music
Yeah.
memory lane
All right,
with
Hugo, go away.
MTV and
Hugo.
you see you I remember Hugo in college, holy shit. Oh my god, dude, that is awesome.
He
So
sh
you're on
well,
a remote con huh?
he showed up at parties. Hugo was at the parties.
God, I remember that. So you come back to college, you're still and you're doing the radio station at the college, right? Were you
Yeah,
doing something up
yeah.
there? Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah,
f
yeah.
uh, I did 4 years. I went to school, went to school for broadcasting,
Right.
wound up in sales somehow.
That's all right.
But, hey, we
It's
all
a meandering listen, we all wind up somewhere because we wind up somewhere.
yeah.
It's
And
like a
I
meandering path.
yeah, and I wound up on Vinyl Brew Lounge.
Like
So,
he's also my
subliminal message.
he's
So
also
it's
my southeastern marketing director down there, so
yeah.
mhm, that's great, man.
Um
So
Did
you
college ra
got
I
yeah,
did college radio for 4 years, WPSC
right.
88.7 in Wayne, New
Ooh,
Jersey.
that's it.
I think about 10 people could hear my show, but
It's great.
eventually we went FM. When I first started in '86, it was just really broadcast to the campus and maybe some surrounding areas if the wind was blowing right.
Gotcha, okay.
And then
Alright.
we eventually got our FM license, and it's now like WPSC is I think it's ranked like the top college radio station
It
in the country.
it's
It
I know recently not recently, a few years back, I read something like that, and I was shocked that our college radio station is A, still around, and B, that big,
yeah,
you
and
know?
I think they call it Brave New Radio.
Yeah, yeah,
Back then we were just 88.7 broadcasting to the dorms.
that's it.
I was just doing shows like to my friends,
Right, right,
and
college radio. Now,
yeah,
did you guys used to get, like, new band albums, like, new up and coming bands sent to the station to play for people?
not specifically. I wouldn't.
Okay.
It was just kind of free form. Every DJ, I think we all had like 4-hour time slots. We just got to do what we wanted to do.
Oh, no kidding, you just winged it?
Yeah, and I did my first radio show was called oh, I can't give my last name. Yeah, oops, I messed up.
Look, no, well, you didn't give it, it was the Paul T show.
Yeah, but I had a partner, Chuck. We'll call him Chuck.
Okay,
So we had the Paul and Chuck show, so to speak. But it was
right.
called. We used our last names, but it was the Paul and Chuck Rock and Roll Report.
Oh, that's kinda cool. Paul and
So
Chuck Rock and Roll Report.
I would play some tunes. We would talk a lot about what's going on and in the area,
Just
and
kinda
just
riff back and
riff
forth.
back and forth, and then he would get his block of tunes. We had different musical tastes, so it was kinda
Oh,
cool, and,
yeah.
so that kinda started it all,
Now,
and,
you guys had albums or tapes that
we
you
had
played?
albums. It
You had
was
albums,
vinyl.
okay.
We had to pull our own albums,
Yeah.
play them, and put them all back.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
case
That's that's old
so
school, man.
talk
That's
about
good, man.
vinyl, right?
Yeah.
So that was a great experience, and then I think, like, I just always loved radio, and it more became a hobby,
Yeah.
and then but I'm like, halfway through college, I'm like, sitting in a booth just playing music is kind of to me, it got boring.
Right.
I feed off people and crowds, so
So, like, the cool romance of it sort of faded out after a while?
it was just kinda like, I don't know, I'd rather just do it as a hobby and
Yeah.
not as a job, and then I
Yeah.
kinda switched gears with my major and just got more of a public relations degree, but
Gotcha.
music has always still been a hobby of that.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
So, I wanna ask you some random fictional questions
Yeah, okay.
'cause I like random fictional questions. So,
Alright.
you walk into a bar, nobody's there, but there's one guy sitting at the bar, somebody famous, a famous musician. You've got 1 hour with them. Who is that guy or girl?
Yeah, so, I mean, the obvious answer is gonna be Thorogood, but
Right.
since I already met him, uh, I've been on a Warren Zevon kick lately.
Hmm. Warren Zevon. Yeah?
Yeah, I've been listening. There's so much more than Werewolves of London.
There is.
Oh my
There's a
god.
ton more. I know.
There's volumes more, and I've recently kind of rediscovered him on Spotify, and
Okay.
I've been digging deeper and deeper on every album.
Warren Zevon.
I think
Wow.
I'd like to hang out with Warren Zevon. I remember
All
seeing
right.
him
So,
I remember seeing him on Letterman
yeah.
at night, and all right.
So that would be your guy. You walk into a bar, no one's around, famous musician is Warren Zevon. So that's it. That's a good one, though.
Yeah,
That's
I
a good
won't
one.
give it. Yeah, well, I'll try not to give Thorogood as every answer.
That's right. Uh, question I like to ask people who come on the show is everybody is a closet fan of somebody who they may or may not admit. Like for me, I might say, and I'll admit it, Captain and Tennille. All
All
right.
right.
There, I
Hey,
said it.
hey,
I
you
actually
said
have
it.
their album over here.
All
Who are
right.
you a closet fan of that might surprise people?
All right. I think. Well, since I DJ'd, right? I DJ'd college radio, and then I DJ'd weddings and parties. So I had to
Right.
stay current on everything. I'm a sucker. Maybe not a specific band, uh, but I'm a sucker for a good pop song,
Okay.
like Bop" by Hanson.
Okay.
To me,
I think
that's
it's, but wait, Paul, I think it's bop.
something like
Or is it
that.
bop? Or is it
Bop."
bop?
You want me to sing it?
If you
Bop,
want.
ba ba ba, bop,
So
diddly
so
doo.
so the closet fan for Paul T is Hanson?
Well, no, just pop songs in general.
Pop
I
songs in general. I
like.
get it.
Come on, give me a dose of Spice Girls every now and then.
I got you. No, it's
Why
good.
not?
So exactly. So pop
Pop.
songs.
Um,
All right.
I love
That's
Huey
good.
Lewis, but I don't need to be ashamed about that.
No, he's great. He
Yeah,
was great. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So
So
that's good, man. So closet fan of the pop music,
yeah, there's some pop
right?
songs that really stick. Like they got to
Oh,
have that
definitely.
good catchy riff, because yeah,
So let me ask you this too. So I know you've been to a lot of concerts
yeah.
over the last 4 decades, whether it's in big venues, small venues, cover bands, regular bands. What is one band you regret never seeing in concert and you wish you had?
Okay, I'll throw in Warren Zevon there.
Okay.
Uh, I Kiss.
Oh, there you go.
Never saw him. Have you seen him?
Never saw them. Nope.
I think
Never saw Kiss.
just for the spectacle of it,
Yeah.
and it
But
wouldn't be it'd be a concert where you never sit down unless they sing Beth. But other than
eh,
that, it would be like, oh
there you go.
yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. And regarding Kiss, Ace Frehley just passed away last year.
yeah.
So, here's a crazy fact that I never knew. Did you know he lived in New Jersey?
No.
Ace Frehley died. He lived in the Sussex County. He actually died at Morristown Memorial Hospital in Morristown.
Oh gosh,
Ace Frehley. Never knew that. Yeah.
it's right
Yeah.
right in my backyard. I used to be
Yeah,
in Denville. Yeah.
yeah, it's true. It's true. So that's where Ace Frehley passed. So Kiss is a band who you'd never seen. Yeah, okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's a good
Well,
one.
I've seen a lot. I mean, from A to Z, it's like Aerosmith to ZZ Top and everyone in between, but
Oh, wow.
Never Kiss. Yeah.
Never Kiss. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. So let's see here. What else we do? Oh, so okay. So your first concert was Allman Brothers,
Yeah.
right? What's the last concert you saw?
All right. It was, I was looking back. I didn't do any concerts last year, but the year before 2024, went to like 10 concerts. So the last one is, let me know if you heard of this.
Okay.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards. I got to tell you, it does not ring a bell.
Okay. They are from Australia.
Okay.
They are uh kind of like a jam band. They're like a cross between Fish and Grateful Dead
Oh, okay.
and electronic dance music. It's weird. It's an experience.
Right.
I didn't always get it,
Right.
but I it was a cool experience. And the
King.
opening band was called King Stingray, and
Okay.
they played the didgeridoo now. Womp womp
Oh,
womp.
yeah, 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 yeah. No kidding.
And so does King Gizzard. So Yeah, it was a totally eclectic situation.
That's pretty cool. I
And
never heard of him,
yeah,
but I got to write King Gizzard
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
and the
One of our
Lizard
mutual
Wizard.
friends, let's call him Bluto.
Sounds familiar. I think I've once
He
met Bluto. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who turned me on to King Gizzard and the Lizard
Really?
Wizard. Yeah,
Well, thank you, Bluto, for turning Paul on to
yeah.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards.
It's a mix of everything. Like, it's a mix of hard rock, yacht rock, electronic
Right.
dance music,
Dude, that's
just all
crazy.
mashed where you can't even explain it other than it was a real fun time.
I'm gonna have to check out King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards.
Yeah,
Australian band, right?
Australian.
That's awesome, man. That's good.
It And then what about my next concert?
What is the next one you got coming up? Oh, wait. Go ahead. You said. I think you told me this.
Well, today's a Tuesday.
Yep.
This Friday, I'm in Ormond Beach, Florida, which
Right.
is the town next to Daytona Beach, Florida. And
I remember that, Tim.
this week is bike week.
Oh, God.
So
That must be fun.
this Friday, free show, 38 special.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Hold on loosely.
Hold on loosely, man. Oh my God. That now, so I did a video recently on 38 Special, and I had so many people commenting like, "Oh my God, I missed this band." Like you could not escape 38 Special in the early 80s.
Absolutely not. Yeah, they were
They were
everywhere.
everywhere. And at the time this was it Ronnie Van Zant, the lead singer, right? Or it was
There was a Donnie
D-
there's only one original member left. His name's Barnes. I
right,
think it's Danny or Donnie Barnes, but Van Zant was in it. There was
right.
a
And his
Van
brother,
Zant.
there were two Van Zants, one in Leonard Skinner, one in 38 Special.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it.
So forgive us, music fans, for not knowing all our stuff. We're old.
It's okay.
It's one of the
So
Van Zants. Yeah.
so speaking of 38 Special, where's my book here? I don't have
What
it
do you
here.
got? What do you got?
I have a book about how bands got their names, right?
Okay.
As like 200 bands, how they gotten their names. And as I'm flipping through it, I don't know, a month ago, I came across 38 Special. 38 Special, this is how they got their name. Well, according to the book, according to the Van Zant guy, they were rehearsing very loudly in a warehouse in the middle of nowhere. And I want to say down in Georgia somewhere. And police were called because of this band producing so much damn noise out of a warehouse that it was like noise pollution. So the police knocked on the door. They couldn't get in because there was a padlock on the door, right? They broke the padlock off. They walked in. The band stopped playing, and the lead cop said, "If you guys don't shut up, we're going to let our 38 Specials do the talking."
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's how 38 Special got their name.
That's fair.
Random of a police officer trying to stop them from rehearsing in a loud warehouse. I wanna say Georgia. Somewhere there. But
Probably.
anyway, you're going Friday night. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
If I see him, I'll ask him, is that true? Because I have a way of like sneaking around, getting backstage places.
Yeah,
And
I can see that, you know?
I got some,
Just flat flat
I got some connections at the local radio station down here.
Oh, I think you do. It's all do you flash your MTV badge?
I can. I used to.
Yeah. Are there any songs, Paul, now that we've gone through several decades of life, are there any songs that hit you harder now, lyric-wise, musically, than they did, say, back, 30, 40 years ago? Like, for me, I've gotten a lot into yacht rock in the
Okay.
last couple of years. Like, yacht rock is like, I've got, like, the best of Bread. Now, you know Make It With You, great songs for Bread, but I would never have listened to these as much as I listen to them now as I've gotten older with this whole
Yeah.
yacht rock movement. Christopher Cross for me, back then it was like, whatever, but now it's like, oh, Christopher Cross. Like, so is there any music or bands that you listen to or they seem more meaningful now as you've gotten, a little older, we'll say?
Yeah. To me, like the Smithereens.
Yeah.
Let that sink into the audience. The Smithereens. Go Google it. Band from New Jersey.
Paul Denizio.
I th- Pat
Pat.
Dennis.
Sorry, Pat
That's all
Denizio.
right. That's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And I think so. Pat died in 2017
Right.
on December 12th. So in my possession, I have tickets for a show that was going to be that February,
Oh, no kidding.
and I never opened the mail
Wow.
because he had died. These were given to me as a gift. Pat Denizio died on December. This was a show going to be in February,
Oh, wow.
and my girlfriend at the time goes. I told her, "Oh, Pat Denizio died,"
Mm.
and she goes, "I got bad news." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "I bought you these tickets for Christmas,
Oh, jeez.
and I never opened them."
You never opened them. That's I like that, man. That's kinda cool.
And
Wow.
to me, like the Smithereens are still playing. They're still touring,
Yeah.
but they rotate lead singers. They have Marshall Crenshaw as the lead
Yeah,
singer.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, the guy from the Gin Blossoms,
Oh, no yeah.
Robin, right? The lead singer of Gin Blossoms was doing, and then now John Cowsill from the Cowsills is the lead singer.
The Cowsills, like, from the '60s?
Yes, John Cowsill.
How old is that guy?
We're all old.
I know, but the Cowsills were big in the '60s. They were a family band, weren't they?
Yeah, they were like the Partridge Family on crack. Yeah.
So
They
John Cowsill sometimes is lead
Yeah,
singer of the
they
Smithereens.
rotate the lead singers.
Dude, I had no idea.
But so to me, whenever I hear like the Smithereens, they're probably in my top 5 bands, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and just the songs are great, but to me, it's just not the same without Denizio had that distinct voice.
He did. He did.
And I was going through, I have an album of ticket stubs,
Oh, nice.
and then this fell out. I forgot I had it.
Wow.
And I'm like, and I took a minute, like, oh shoot, like
Yeah, yeah.
this was the concert I was supposed to see. He passed away. They did a tribute concert for him.
Right.
Little Steven hosted at the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank.
Oh, okay.
So I got
That's
tickets
cool.
for that, and
Yeah,
that was cool.
that's cool, man.
But it was just kind
That's
of like when
yeah, and
I
he
got look at all the memories I got of like ticket stubs.
oh,
It's
dude,
like
it's a lot more than I
I'm
have.
like, all right. I go. I'm just going to talk about this one tonight because
Yeah.
it was. I'm
And
like,
you know what, and this isn't like this is just in getting with the times, but, like, you can't like, ticket stubs are gone.
yeah,
So, I used to have a whole bunch of ticket stubs, and I probably have them in my attic in a scrapbook somewhere, but there's something tangible and nostalgic about looking through your old stubs, you know? And
absolutely.
now it's like you go to a concert and you have a barcode on your phone, you know?
Yeah, it's just like 2 old
It's
guys complaining.
yeah,
"Ah,
you
get
know,
off
it's not
my lawn, get
it's
off."
not
But it, but
give
it's
me my
true.
ticket stubs.
Ticket.
Yeah,
I got a whole book of them.
yeah,
I could go. We could do a whole show on. I could tell a story from every show I saw.
that's
That's not.
awesome, man.
That's it. If the fans want
Well
it,
well,
put in a
let me
comment, and
put
we'll
it
do that.
Paul's ticket stub show. I can
Yeah,
do that, man. Well, let me ask you this, since you've been to a lot of concerts,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
What is, like, the best show you ever saw?
Okay.
Like, you're like, "Wow, like, that was just incredible."
All right.
Like, you ever go to a concert and it resonates in you for, like, 2 or 3 days later, you're like, "Oh my god," you're still on a high from it?
This one resonates for 40 years,
Yeah.
38 years because the summer of August of 1988.
Okay.
All right, Giants Stadium.
Okay.
All right, the football Giants had a
Yep.
stadium. It was their own. It had red seats before. Now they got some crummy looking tin can in the Meadowlands. Giant Stadium, 1988. Here's the lineup:
There you go, let me hear it.
Guns N' Roses,
Oh.
Deep Purple, and Aerosmith.
Oh my god.
So think about this. 88 is right when Guns N' Roses kind of started. They were a new band.
They were a new band.
They were the first band on the show. They filmed the video Paradise City there. So if you go look at Paradise City video,
Yeah.
you can see empty red seats because the place wasn't filled yet. No one, I don't know if everyone even knew who Guns N' Roses was.
I mean, Appetite for Destruction had just come out.
Yep.
Maybe,
Yep.
right?
And so they were going, hey, we're going to film a video here. So you'll see clips of Axl running back and forth. You're going to see red seats in the background because everyone was on the field at the time. The seats hadn't
Right.
filled in yet.
Now
So Guns
you
N'
were there
Roses,
for that? You were there for
yes,
that, the
I
filming of
went
the
in.
video?
Yeah, it was
That's
funny
cool,
because
dude.
I lived that year I stayed at college for the summer. I took
Yeah.
courses and worked there. But that weekend, I went home and was hanging out with some buddies from high school, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go see Guns N' Roses." They weren't even interested in Deep Purple or Aerosmith, so I'm like, "Oh, I'll
Right.
go with you guys."
Yeah, yeah.
And all right, so again, this is the '80s, people. We got the scalp tickets,
Oh, wow.
right? And there
Right
was
in the
no,
parking lot?
we didn't have to go to Ticketmaster. We found a guy in the parking lot. We scalped
Ticket
tickets.
scalping days.
As I'm scalping my tickets, I look over. My cousin's there from South Jersey. We'll call him Cousin Joey.
Cousin Joey.
I knew my friends were leaving after Guns N' Roses. Like I didn't have a ride back. I'm like,
Right.
"Hey Joey, I'm going to stay for the whole show." He goes, "Me too." I go, "Tell me your seat." He gave me his seat numbers. I go, "I'll meet you later."
Right.
All right, Guns N' Roses go on. They film the video. They play a great set. Used to Love Her, How to Kill Her, Paradise
Right.
City, all the goods.
Right.
Deep Purple comes on. Smoke on the Water. Someone starts a fire in the upper deck. They're burning something up there, right? And then Aerosmith comes on. This is at the height
Yeah.
with Angel and all those.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, when
Their
when they were
comeback.
off, they were on
Yeah,
their
it was
they were off
yeah.
the charts.
They were on their comeback, yeah.
So I'm like, I better go look for my cousin at some point. There. All right, remember, folks, no cell phones. You need to have maybe a quarter for a payphone.
Right.
I didn't know how I was getting home, so I
Right.
had to go find my cousin. I couldn't find him. I couldn't find him. So
It's 40,000 people.
I'm stranded at Giant Stadium. Aerosmith's going full throttle. So I'm just standing on the stairwell looking for
Right.
my cousin,
Yeah.
and I hear a voice, "Sir, can you move? Can you sit down?" I was in someone's way. It was a
Right,
female
right.
voice.
Yeah.
And here I am, like, I'm never getting home. But I didn't care. I go, I'm staying for the whole show.
Yeah.
I turn around. I can't remember her name, but she went to William Patterson with us. She was a
Oh,
girl
no
from
kidding.
college, and she lived in Wayne, New Jersey.
Oh,
I'm
no
like, "Can you
kidding.
drive me to school after this show?" She's like, "Sure." So I sat down on the stairs next to her, watched the rest of the show, got a ride back to college.
And then what happened to Cousin Joe?
I never found him. Cousin Joe
That's
went
awesome,
back
man.
down the shore where he was
They
from.
So Guns N' Roses, Deep Purple, Aerosmith. That's awesome. That's a great lineup.
Yeah, 1988.
Damn.
So I think it's the best concert I went to because of all of the music,
Yeah.
but because of the circumstance. Like,
I got you.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
when you're young, you don't. I don't care. I'll find a way home. I don't know how.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I had
Nobody
no way
cared.
home, bro. I
Yeah.
had no way home. And
But you knew
then,
you'd get home.
but yeah, but then I turn around. I wish I could remember her name to thank her. If you're out there, thank you. But she drove me back to
Great, man.
college, and that was that.
That's
So
awesome,
yeah,
man.
great
Y
show, great show.
That's great, man. So I've been thinking a lot lately about, the analogy of side A and side B. So, and it
Oh,
usually with a 45 record. So we've all been through, listen, we've known each other 40 years. Our side A has always been what you're supposed to do. Like get a job, work, pay your bills, have fun, raise a
God.
family, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
So now side B, I'm only saying this because you moved down to Florida from New
yeah.
Jersey, right? And what's your side B? What's something that you're doing now or wish you could or have always wanted to do, but your side A, you've always led, a successful, productive
Yeah,
life, as a dad, as a, everything. Now it's Paul's turn for side B.
yeah.
What's your side B?
Wow, that's a great question. I think my side B started
Mhm.
3 years ago when I moved to Florida.
Right.
I lived in New Jersey my whole life,
Yeah.
uh, looking for something totally different.
Yeah.
Got down here where we get 11 months of summer, a week and a half of fall. Well, we got hurricane season, but you maybe get a couple weeks of cold weather, and
Yeah.
I'll just say it's 11 months of summer.
Yeah.
Uh, my side B is really just about my health. So if we would have done this podcast 2 years ago, I would have been 57 pounds heavier.
I know. I remember.
So
Uh-huh. Yeah.
my side B is health, right?
Okay.
And we mentioned a lot of partying
Yeah.
through the high school,
Yeah.
college. You and
Yeah.
I know it, right?
Oh god,
We
I
lived
know.
it. That's
I
another
know.
episode.
Daytona
Uh,
Beach, 1990.
yeah. Oh my God,
Oh shit, we didn't do that.
we got another hour.
Hold
All
on.
right, we're telling that story before I go, but I stopped drink. I was a beer drinker my whole life,
Yeah. I
and
remember.
I call myself the fat dad. I was a
I
fat dad. I was a
I have
great dad, but
photographic evidence of your stuff from back in
yeah,
the day.
I was a fat dad, right? Most of
Right.
my adult life, I was overweight.
Yeah.
I moved here, actually stopped drinking, um, and then I started playing pickleball.
There you
So,
go. The old
uh,
pickleball in Florida guy.
so I think my side B, I call it I'm aging backwards.
Good for you,
Like
man.
I have more lust for life than I ever have,
That's awesome, Paul.
and I am just anything that's healthy, I'm doing it.
That's great.
Um, you and
I
I have, over the years have talked
I
of
know, and
chasing.
I tell you, I remember a few years back talking to you, um, and I was actually a little concerned for your health.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told you that, but I was like,
that's okay.
"Holy crap." I'm like, "Jesus," because I knew, we were over 50 and you were still in that, but I'm happy for you, dude. You look great. I
Yeah,
know you lost a lot. So your side B is your health.
yeah. Side B's
That's
health.
awesome. That's great.
Yeah, and you and I over the years have kind of talked about that corporate grind
Yes.
and
Oh my god.
our disdain for it.
So, uh,
So I am so happy for you that you've always needed a creative outlet. This is a great creative outlet for you.
this is my side B. Thought about it
Yeah,
for a long time.
and I don't know what my side B is yet,
Okay.
but it's health,
That's
and
fine.
yeah, and
That's
that's
but you know
yeah,
what, Paul? That I think resonates with a lot of people in our generation. I went to my 40th high school reunion last year, right?
yeah.
And I take care of myself. I work out. I'm in decent shape, whatever. And I get there, and I was shocked at the amount of people from my class of Livingston High in '85 who've died. I'm
Oh yeah,
like, and then looking around at people I'm like, holy crap. And I'm just going to say this. There were guys there that were complete train wrecks that I'm like, at least take care. And I said to myself, I will never, because, I'm 58 years old.
yep,
How do you let yourself get like that? I'm digressing, but
yeah,
40 years later, I'm like, my side B for me is a lot like you, just staying healthy. But this creative outlet that I just started is like my side B. And I
nice,
think for people our age, whether you're, a man or a woman, um, if you have a side B, no matter what it is, just start doing it because we've all
yeah,
been down that path of the same thing. It's almost like playing a record,
yep,
same song over and over again. It's like, oh, wait a minute, what's on the flip side of this? Does that make sense?
absolutely,
And in reference to your comment about the corporate grind, there's a great lyric in Synchronicity 2 by The
oh,
Police. And anybody who's ever sat in traffic can identify with this lyric. So Sting wrote this lyric, packed like lemmings into shiny metal boxes, contestants in a suicidal race. That line is about
ooh,
the corporate grind driving to work. That line inspired me to start this
okay,
because I
nice,
kept thinking about the song going, is this all there is? Driving to work?
right,
you know?
yeah.
So
There's a song by the Godfathers called "Birth, School, Work,
right,
Death."
Jeff, that's it. Birth
Great
school.
song,
Great
great
song.
song from the '80s, right?
Great
So
song. Awesome song. Yeah. We
so
digress,
it's
but I like the fact that your side B is health and pickleball and you lost the weight, you stopped drinking, you look fantastic.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Oh, of course, my friend. So, um,
Wait,
uh,
so now we
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
talk. We gotta digress, and we gotta go back to 1990s spring break.
The
We
height
we
of
talked about
MTV.
throughout our episode today. We've talked about Daytona Beach, right? We talked about
Yep.
the Smithereens. Well,
Yep.
let's connect the dots. Uh,
So, was it
spring break,
1990?
ni- spring break, 1990. Yep.
Jesus Christ. All right. A bus load of drunks from Jersey going to Daytona Beach, Florida. And
Yeah,
along the way, we stopped at several colleges and other people boarded the bus and we went all the way down to spring break.
yeah.
We stayed at the Sea Dip Motel.
It's condominiums now. I might buy one. I swear to God, the, the building still stands. See, it's been turned into condos.
No kidding.
It's the first place I went when I moved down here. I'm like, I'm gonna go
I
find
remember
this.
you
Yeah.
took some pictures there. And we saw that was MTV Spring Break, Daytona Beach, which was huge at the time. Who did we see down there?
All right.
Psychedelic
So
Furs.
the concert was the Psychedelic Furs and the Smithereens.
There you go.
So we're all like, okay, we'll just walk. So we started walking on A1A, which is the
Yeah.
main road next to the ocean.
Yeah.
A1A. We start walking, and then so this is going to tie a lot of music elements together.
Right, right,
We didn't know how far the walk was. We were just walking,
right.
and then all of a sudden, I think probably 10 of us were going. We were all going to the concert.
And we
Beautiful
were pretty
day.
were we drunk at that time?
What time was it?
10:30 AM?
It could have been. No, I
Right.
don't know if we were. I don't remember. I
Awesome.
don't remember that part of it. But so we're like, all right, let's walk. It was MTV. This is the height of MTV at
Right.
Spring Break in Daytona.
Yeah,
There was
that's it.
people everywhere.
Yeah,
There's no more Spring Break down here like that.
right.
But we're walking and we just keep walking. We don't know how long we're walking. And then
Yeah.
from behind us, we hear the bellowing sounds of Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode.
Violator, one of the best
Boom,
albums ever
boom,
made.
boom, 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 boom.
Uh-huh.
And then this Partridge Family bus pulls up with no windows, saying free ride to the concert. So we nicknamed it the Personal Jesus bus.
I remember it, dude.
It was
fantastic.
What a sound system that bus had.
I know.
And then
I-
we drove what I thought was for miles
Yeah.
and miles. I have since miles checked it. It was about 2 miles.
That's it?
Yeah. So it
It
over
seemed like
the
a long
course of
time.
the years, it's gone from, it's been like 50 miles we drove.
That's 2 miles.
You know how
Yeah,
stories
of course.
grow as
Of
the years
course.
go on? So I had
Yeah,
to bust the myth. It was about 2.5 miles.
I remember that, and Violator came out in 1989. This is a year so it was big at the time. It was like platinum, the whole thing, and I remember being on that bus with you and everybody else, all of our
Yes.
friends, and the guy was just cranking Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode. That's probably I can tell you right now, it's probably one of the best music memories I ever had. It's
That was good.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're the one who met Toe Loke in the bathroom. So
Yeah, so Tone Loc, Wild Thing, and what was the other song he had?
Funky Cole Medina.
Funky Cold Medina. So Tone Loc was performing, everybody was drunk. I go into a bathroom, and it was like and I'm at a urinal, and there's a guy next to me, and he's just as drunk as I am. And I look at him, and I go, "Are you Tone Loc?" He's just like and he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like I was like and I remember walking out there, and then obviously we didn't shake hands with him, but I'm taking a piss next to Tone Loc in a bathroom at Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
And at the time, he was so big, and I remember thinking, "Wow, that was pretty cool."
Right. So
You know?
we get like the mute. So that whole it's Depeche Mode, Tone Loc, Psychedelic Furs,
Yeah.
Smithereens, all smashed into one Spring Break memory.
It's fantastic.
And I've actually had conversations with I've met the Smithereens
Oh, really?
years gone by at different shows.
Okay.
And Jim Babchak is the lead guitarist. And I tell him, man, I was in Spring Break 1990. He said, "Oh, that was awesome." He said the Psychedelic Furs were pissed off because they were the opening act and Smithereens was
Oh.
the headliner.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I got a little inside information from Jimmy Babchak. Of the
Really?
Smithereens. Look at me
So the
dropping names like I
That's
know.
it, man. Look at you, man. So the Furs opened up. I got you for the
Yeah.
Smithereens.
It was a great
I-
show.
Fantastic.
and-
I still remember it.
And if you look back, it's just the beach was line behind us just full of people.
It's crazy.
And
It was
then I think we wound up hitchhiking back because it got dark.
probably. Yeah.
And I just remember being in the back of someone's pickup, like flatbed pickup truck to take us
Some
back.
random person is
It didn't matter because it was like
No.
the roads were just filled with cars and trucks and people
Yeah,
walking.
I know.
Those are
You
the
know
glory days.
the glory days. I interviewed with my buddy Frank a few weeks back, and we were talking about like the good old days. And one of the things I've come to realize as we've gotten older is you don't realize you're in the good old days at the time. So
Right.
back then, that was you look back now, oh, the good old days, and you just don't know it at the time. You know,
Yeah. I mean, we got
as you think back,
hours and hours of war stories and
I
the good
know.
old day. Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, I'm glad we can share some of them here
Yeah.
on the Vinyl Brew Lounge podcast. But um, so now you're in you're in Plan B. You've moved to Florida. You're a lot healthier. I know you still go to shows. You and your girlfriend. You go to see all these cover bands and stuff, and you're going to see
Yep.
38 Special Friday. I think it's awesome. You
We
know.
got a show. We got a show in May. There's a big 4-day music fest at the Daytona International Speedway called Rockville,
Oh, nice. Oh, I've heard
and
about
it
this.
and it tends to be more on the heavy side of hard
Okay.
rock.
Yeah.
But the headliners, there's 4 nights. The headliners are Guns N' Roses. So I'm going to see Guns N' Roses
Oh,
in May. So which is kind of fitting because I saw Guns N' Roses when they first came, when they were the opening act before
right.
Deep Purple at Giant
Right.
Stadium. Now I'm going to see them
Great.
at the end of they're probably at the end. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
at
Of course. Of course.
so
Yeah.
I'm going to see them on the opposite end. Um, and I got a buddy from high school, uh, and he's playing Rockville in a band called Primer 55.
Okay.
Hard rock, nothing you're
Yeah.
going to hear on like your
Yeah.
yacht rock radio station. But
That's all right.
so I'm going to see a buddy from high school who plays. Uh, it's like there's like 20 bands a day,
That's great, man.
for 4 days. And the other night we're gonna see the Foo Fighters are the headliner.
Oh, nice. Really?
So yeah,
That's cool.
so music will always be a part of
Yeah.
what I do.
It's great,
And
man.
yeah,
It's in your vernacular, it's in your soul, and
yeah,
that's one of the things that you and I over the years have always vibed on is our great love of music and everything. So,
absolutely.
well,
Yeah,
listen, you, my friend, I know we're 1,500 miles apart, but I love you. We've known
yeah,
each other
bro.
for 40 years, man. And I want to thank you for coming on the Vinyl Brew Lounge podcast that I just started, my Plan B.
It
You
all
know,
started when we went on that weekend getaway to Canada, Montreal,
that's true.
1986. That's
Another
where we met.
drunken, that's true. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Another busload of drunken idiots going to Montreal from Wayne, New
come on.
Jersey.
Like my
God.
doctor said, he goes, "You probably drank enough already in your life," and I had to agree with him. I said, "You're right." 'Cause when he said that, I had a flashback. Like, you know how when your
Uh-huh.
life flashes before your eyes?
Correct.
When he called me out on what I drink, I had a flashback
Right.
to all the partying, and I'm like, "Yeah, I really don't have to do anymore."
You don't. You don't. And not to bring up this memory, but if we throw it back in when we had the shore house in
Oh God,
oh Lord, in
Belmar, New Jersey.
16th Avenue. Oh my God. I know. That's a whole other story, dude.
So this is the first of 10 episodes with me and Bobby. There will be no further guests needed.
No. No, we could go on forever, man.
Right. We didn't
I
even
love it.
touch on party. I know it's a vinyl show, but I got all my
No, it's
party
all right.
tapes from
I
all my
listen,
party
I was
tapes.
talking to my buddy Frank on the last show, and I was like, "Frank, I missed mixtapes."
All right.
I have
me
some,
gi
but they were fun.
Let me give you the lineup.
Give me the lineup on that
All right,
mixtape, bro.
to close this out. I know you
Go
want
ahead.
to go. All right, Party Rock Mix 1987 Volume 1.
Oh, love it.
Bad Reputation. Joan Jett.
Joan Jett.
Turning Japanese, The Vapors.
Oh, great.
Bad Case of Loving You, Robert Palmer. Only the Good Die Young, Billy Joel. You Shook Me All Night Long, AC/DC. Louie Louie by the Kinks. The Kinks have a version of Louie
They
Louie.
do. Yes, they do.
Walk This Way, Aerosmith. Black Coffee in Bed, Squeeze.
Squeeze.
Then I threw in a little Runaround Sue because everyone liked to drink and dance to that song.
It's awesome, man.
Side 2, you can
Yep.
edit what you want. I'm going to keep talking.
Go, dude. I love it.
Side 2, Side B, Louie Louie by the Kingsmen, the original.
Okay.
You Could Call Me Al, Paul Simon.
All Simon.
I Can't Drive 55, Sammy Hagar.
All right.
What the hell's that? Oh, Rockaway Beach, Ramones.
Oh, Ramones. All right.
Bad Company by Bad Company. Pump It Up, Elvis Costello. No Particular Place to Go, George Thorogood. Then I went old school, Rock Around the Clock
Oh,
by
Bill Haley.
in the comics.
Nice.
And Wooly Bully, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs.
Love it, man.
And the first time I brought a party tape to this up in the apartments where everyone partied at school.
Yep. Yep.
The crowd went wild. I'm like, I got to make a new one every week. And I'd be for the next 3 years. I just was like bringing party tapes.
I remember your tapes, man.
I wouldn't go anywhere without one. I always had a party.
I know. I love the fact that that is the ultimate mixed party tape right there.
It's pretty good.
You should put that on Spotify, man. Make a whole Spotify list on that party tape.
That's my side B. Is I spent a
There you
lot of
go.
time on Spotify making playlists. So
There you go, man. Nothing wrong with that. That's all right.
every night I love music. So you know we
Yeah.
do.
I know. Well, you're going to be on again, my friend.
Oh,
We're gonna do
in the comments say bring back Paul T to the Vinyl Brew Lounge,
look at
and
this.
maybe Hugo will make an appearance.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Hugo looks pretty good for being an older type of guy there, man.
Yeah,
It really does.
good
It really does.
complexion.
It's it.
Well, he sits in the closet, so he doesn't get
That's
any
it.
sun.
This picture I have of you right here. This is the thumbnail. What I'm
Good.
looking at right now.
Lock it up.
Absolutely.
People need to know.
I love it, man. Paul, thank you so much, my friend. I love you, and
Hey, I love you too.
It's knowing you for 40 years has been a true pleasure. It really has.
We've had
Not
a
to
lot
get
of
corny,
fun.
but it really has.
We've had a
we've
lot
had-
of fun.
A lot of fun.
My goal is to make people laugh, whether it's with me or at me. I don't like.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If
And
people
you
are
know-
laughing.
To that point, real quick,
Yeah.
you are. I know this for a fact because I've seen you do this plenty of times. You're like the king of karaoke. I remember you just getting on stage and singing with like the Nerds. Like I remember, like you've never had an issue with a mic on a
No.
stage in front of people.
I've never met a microphone I didn't like. You mentioned the Nerds. Let's let the people know who the Nerds are. The Nerds have always been the #1 premier cover band at the Jersey Shore and
Correct.
beyond.
Yep.
And this is another episode.
Right.
I've been on stage with the Nerds as many times as I've seen Thorogood.
Oh wow.
And there's
That's
a
a
lot
lot.
of stories to it. And I could be making an appearance this summer. Well, I don't know. We're
No
gonna work
kidding.
something out. But I thought I retired.
Right. Never retire.
The Nerds had a 30th anniversary show at the Stone Pony in Asbury Park
Wow.
a few years back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, probably a ton of years back. And I went on stage and did my thing, and I'm like, all right, I'm retired. But I'm itching to see the Nerds again. So if the Nerds, are you out there listening?
It's awesome.
So
I'll tag him in the podcast.
They call me Paul, the hairiest man in the world. And we won't show you why today. I'm leaving the shirt on. But that's all I need to say about that.
That's all I need to say, my friend. And those are the memories that I have of you, Paul, on stage with the Nerds.
And that was a lip syncing. They let me sing.
I know. I know.
And dance.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
s-
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I remember it, dude. Wow. Did you do a show with them at Jenkinson's?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I remember that. Oh my
The
God.
Jersey Shore.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's awesome, bro.
It's
That's
another
awesome.
episode, Bob.
That's 100%, man. All right, listen.
I don't know how much time you got tonight, but I could keep going. But
I gotta cut it down now, but we're gonna do this
Absolutely, bud.
again, 100%. people, thanks for tuning in tonight to me and my great friend Paul T out of Ormond Beach, Florida, 1,500 miles away from New Jersey. And how's the weather down there, Paul?
We were in the 70s, 75 today.
Nice,
A little
nice.
too,
All
little
right.
too chilly for me. I like the 80s and the
Yeah. Well,
90s, but
we had a cold, rainy 38-degree day here in New Jersey, but that's okay. It's supposed to get warmer up
I
this
don't
weekend.
miss it. I
I know
don't.
you don't.
Yeah.
I know. I know. I know. Well, listen, everyone, thank you for watching the episode of the Vinyl Brew Lounge. My name is Bobby Hunter, and please do, if you like the show, subscribe, comment. You can find us obviously on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook as well. And Paul, I thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
All
Thanks,
right, we'll talk
Bobby.
soon. All right,
You had a good
thanks,
evening.
Paul.
Thank you,
All
Bobby.
right, bye bye.